What's going on? Your man Rough 2 checking in after that big game yesterday with Philly played San Fran. And one of the questions came to me this morning, right? Interesting question. And the question was about back in the day, did I root for Doug Williams and the Washington Redskins, right? You know, Doug was the first black quarterback, you know, this, that, and the other. And I wanted to respond truthfully. You know what I mean? I mean, I am truly a lifelong Cowboy fan. And my answer was no. Because man, listen, if you're a rival of ours, man, in the AFC or NFC, you know, I know who you are. I'm a cat who I wasn't born till the Cowboys in 1960. So by the time I turned 7, right? I was born in 69. I knew the whole history, though. I knew the whole history. I mean, I'm a Cowboy guy. That it seems like that was just meant for me, man. I don't play no games with them. And so yesterday, San Fran lost. That means the possibility of them getting 6 is gone, right? Check that off the list. Now, I don't like Pat Mahomes them at all. At all. But I want them to beat Philly. Okay? It's just a blood rivalry. Because this video was for a reason. You guys are not going to believe how the days transpired. So I'm out in the field taking care of business. Here's my thing. If Philly wins the bowl, I have a cousin of mine who, you know, we have the same kind of blood, man, truly. You know. If he wins the bowl, I'm going to be slightly happy for him. You know what I'm saying? Because he rides with Philly like I ride with Dallas. Meaning, I don't care how sorry we get or how good we are. It's the same steady, even kill. You know, we're never leaving our teams. Period. So, I guess I'd rather see Philly get 2 than I wanted to see San Fran get 6 before us. San Fran is a long time rivalry for those. I'm not talking about Jerry Rice and them. It's way before them. But if Mahomes gets 2 and Philly stays at 1, that'll be fabulous. For real. Now, let me go here with you. So, out in the field, having to take care of some business, and of all the bankers, man. This cat, now I'm in the Atlanta metro area. That's where I am. Of all the people, man, this cat sees me with the Dallas Cowboy hat, which I had taken off in the building. And he starts saying, I'm not helping him. So I'm thinking, oh man, I can't escape it, because here's the thing, guys. See, with Dallas, you either love us or you hate us. And that goes for the whole NFL. Not just, you know, it's the whole NFL, man. Every time I wear something representing the team, it doesn't matter. You could be in a Costco's, a Home Depot, the regular grocery store. It's on. And so even though it's in jest, people serious, man. They serious. Like, I mean, for real, the feelings be hard or it's love. So anyway, I can't make this up, guys. This guy, he says in front of all the other tellers, he said, is there anybody in here that loves Dallas? The place was a mausoleum. No sounds, none. He said, who hates Dallas? I'm talking about hands went up. All of the women, everybody. Hands went up there. Can't stand Dallas. I'm like, oh, man. I'm in the twilight zone, right? So this guy, I had an appointment with him. We sit down. So I'm like, okay, this guy, now remember, I'm in Atlanta, right? So I'm like, this guy gotta be, you know, well, let's see. So I said, well, first of all, I said, can I at least get your team before we go to, he said, yeah, I'm gonna tell you about my team. He said, but my team he had to go far. He said, my team has one of the worst owners. You know, he said, we need to get rid of our coach. I said, man, you must be a Commanders fan, dude. He said, yeah. And I'm like, of all the teams, man, a Commanders fan, I could have took a Steelers fan. I mean, anybody else but them. Anyway, so we got into some of the business, but of course the conversations come up. Come to find out, I mentioned my cousin who is a diehard Eagle. He and his father and them are staples, you know. Probably you can call them legendary in District Heights, right? Man, this guy's from District Heights. I'm like, man, you gotta be kidding me, dude. You from District Heights, man. I'm like, I'm looking for Rod Serling. I'm like, where is Rod? Rod Serling gotta be in this building. I've got to be in the Twilight Zone, Joe. This is not possible. So, of course, I divulged that I'm you know, blood born and bred in Sea Pleasant, Maryland. So he sits back on his chair like, oh, so you're from Sea Pleasant. So we go in. You think that would ease some of his rage and vim. He gets even more serious about the game now. So, I mean, he went into a bunch of different things, man. Anyway, we labored through the business because I'm telling you, this commander guy does not like the Dallas Cowboys. He barely did his job, man. See, y'all think that I'm extreme on my side of the fence. I told y'all it's a blood war, man. I mean, I'm telling you, you can play games and laugh and giggle. Let me tell you, my ace guy, my buddy, man, the guy let me tell you, Milton Freeman, right? He told me to my face that, man, the only thing I don't like about you is that star. Man, Mickey not joking. Man, let me tell you, Mickey talks to me in the off season, man, like we are what we are energy-wise. But during the season, look, man, Mickey be seldom seen because he loves those skins, man. And everybody that do, especially at our ages, we've been with my whole lives, man, dudes ain't joking with that feud. They like, man, look, let's talk about something else. And I be trying to take it easy because I done teamed up with cats now, Rob Ma. It's a whole bunch of skins, man. And we just have to work together. But I know not to call none of them on game day. I know not to even do nothing because I'm going to tell you, it's that real. This dude here barely helped me, man. Barely. I mean, he was letting me, like, I said something about his mama. That's why I was saying to the good Troy White, who's, I think he in Cowboy Nation with us. But I told him, I said, Troy, you build different from me because, man, I mean, I'm a child of the, let's say the 70s, really, when I started really figuring out what's going on as a kid. And my black card is legit. You see it in my art. You see it in everything I do. And I'm not on a color thing at all, though. Like, I mean, at this stage, I graduated from all those schools, man. The more I got closer to understanding scripture, I lost the color game. Like, it's like I deal with it. I see it. I still hate the consequences of the ignorance of it. But that's part of man's ignorance, man. God don't have nothing to do with what we do here. And once I got to a certain point, so now I understand, right? But I've gone through all the schools, all of them, right, in my development. So I said this to say that when Doug was with the Redskins, man, I ain't had no love for that. And I'm saying, like, I respected Doug Williams, right, showing plenty of age here, because he went to Grambling. See, I was on the Grambling program with him. But then he went to a rival before he went to the Skins. We ain't never liked Tampa Bay. We ain't never had no love for the Buccaneers, man. See, y'all got to realize, man, I'm older. So I know the history. And I know all the stuff before now. And I'm saying, so I ain't like him at Tampa. Then he went to the Skins. So yeah, it was a real, you know, history-making thing when they won that bowl. But while everybody was going to the parade and celebrating that Blacker Than Black program, I was mad because they won. So no, I didn't root for him. No, I'm not rooting for the Eagles because they're from our division or because they're from the NFC comp. Man, you must be crazy, man. Listen, man, I don't deal with the Eagles on no level, none. Now, what I'll do is I will be a gentleman about it. If the Eagles win, I'm going to say, you know, pure respect because they had a dream season. And I mean, man, right now, there's no tape on what they've been doing, not real tape. So it's like, we'll see over the summer. But man, they draft high. I mean, these guys are going to be around. And hopefully they've taught my owner and GM some lessons about being connected to players, being too conservative with that bread, except when he buying yachts and chasing his bras, right? So he don't want to spend no money on no players, and then he, you know, the whole nine, man. So long story short, hopefully we learn something from their success, because they may win it, man. I mean, Mahomes he's a proper test for Philly. If Philly beats Pat Mahomes, you know, because Philly got a great defense, they got the whole nine. But this going to be a big test for them because, man, Kansas City got a defense too. It's going to be the Super. Guys, listen, we're about to see the Super Bowl. That's the best matchup we could get. I said it, that when they beat San Fran, unfortunately, and I got my other good cousin, man, these two dudes I mentioned, like I say, Andre Ford with them Niners, a bunch of other cats, and I talked about Lawrence Bell and people like that. I'm saying if when they beat San Fran, you know, unfortunately Purdy got hurt, so that really handicapped them. But that's football. We ain't gonna make no excuse. That's football, man. It could have been Hurts that got hurt. So long story short, we got a great bowl. I can't wait to see it. But yes, on the record, I don't like Kansas City, but I'm hoping that they win. So I don't think for a minute I'm sitting here saying nothing. Listen, man, for real. So that's where we at. But so look, I get in the car. I'm telling you, if y'all don't think this NFL thing is serious, right? After I went through all that Commanders BS with him, and I'm telling you for the last time, he didn't warm up at all. There wasn't no warmth there. He was with me like, man, yeah, all right, get him out of here, man. Because when he screamed on me in front of the bank, I couldn't believe. I said, man, like I said, the Twilight Zone. Now, I get in the car, right? The jazz station on. The chick said, she's talking that soft voice, you know, she come out her mouth talking about, yeah, and every chance I get to shout out the Philadelphia Eagles, I'm like, okay, I'm serious. I look at the back of the car. Where is Rod Serling? For where the music at? Because I'm telling you, this happened. This is honest to God. This happened, man. Just now. I said, man, I got to make a video, man. I can't believe it, man. It's like I'm haunted by the Eagles. These darn Redskin fans are everywhere. Let me tell you, man, here in Atlanta, the Commanders are mob deep. Don't think for a minute that I'm wailing. I ain't capping. They here. Man, we here too now. We here. But they everywhere, man. So that's my thing. I said, let me go and make me a video, man, that y'all know this is real out here, man. It's real. So the blood feud war is real. If you're a real skin, man, you'll never find one of them Commanders or Redskins rooting for the Cowboys because the Cowboys are from the NFC East or from the NFC Conference. You must be crazy, man. This thing is blood feud, man. This is the Hatfields and McCOYs. Remember that, man. For real. Yeah, have a good one. Rough.